Hello again. So our next problem is to show that the converse of each of the previous theorems that we proved is true. It's sort of like the opposite direction. So we want to prove that what if AB squared is greater than AC squared plus BC squared, we want to show then angle C has to be obtuse. And we also want to show that if AB squared is less than AC squared plus BC squared, then angle C is acute. What we showed in the previous problems was that if angle C is obtuse, then this is true. And if angle C is acute, then this is true. We want to prove kind of like the opposite direction of that. So we're going to use a technique that we used in the last lesson, which is to list out the cases that we could have. So in triangle ABC, we have three possible cases. So, case number one. Case number one. Angle C is acute. Well, in the previous problem, we showed that if this is true, then we have that AB squared is less than AC squared plus BC squared. So, based on our work in the previous problem, we have that AB squared is strictly less than AC squared plus BC squared. And now let's look at case number two. What if angle C is obtuse? Well, again, in our previous work, in the last problem, we have shown that AB squared is greater than AC squared plus BC squared. So, what is our last possible situation? Well, that would be case 3. Well, if angle C is not acute or obtuse, then angle C is a right angle. And we proved months ago that if that's true, then AB squared is equal to AC squared plus BC squared. Now, examining all the situations we have, if angle C is acute, then we know for sure that AB squared is less than AC squared plus BC squared. That takes care of this situation here. We know for sure that if angle C is obtuse, then AB squared is greater than AC squared plus BC squared, which takes care of this situation. And the only other situation we could have is that angle C is a right angle, but then we are left with just the regular Pythagorean theorem. So since there are no other possible situations that could occur, this proves to us that these statements can only be true. This statement is only true if angle C is obtuse. It is not true if it's acute or a right angle. And this statement is true only if angle C is acute. So again, proof by cases gives us a relatively simple way to demonstrate the possibilities of a situation.